What's up, Finn fans? So there was some news from yesterday, and it's coming to light today involving Reshad Jones. The whole live stream essentially is going to be us talking about training camp the past week. I think I'm going to do this as like a normal thing, maybe. What's up, Rhino? What's up, Ronnie? Where maybe every Sunday, I'm not saying it's a definite, but maybe every Sunday we review the weekend before. I left my boys' chat to come here. Doug, love you. What's up, Pete? What's up, Chad, Jesus, Mike, William, Nagrifa? Yo, when's Miami's schedule prediction video? That's going to come before the Thursday kickoff Packers-Bears. That's when that's coming out. BD, what's up, BD? Robert, Crankbait, what's up, my dude? Ronnie, Jonathan, D, Robert, again, what's up? Jason, Nicholas, Logan, what's up, my dude? Rocket Stone 1, what's up? Omar, stay classy. Fins up. Potential Soccer, what's up? JR Rock, what's up, my dude? Philip, what's up? Shout out all my Australian mates. Mike, crap, gotta take this call. Be right back. What's up, Ricky Butts? Are you live streaming the preseason game Thursday? You know it, Rhino. I think the game is at 7:30, so I'm gonna go live at 7, and we'll hang out, and I'll have the game on. You won't be able to see it, but we'll talk about it. I'll give you guys play-by-plays if you can't watch it, all that stuff. What's up, Julian? Dean, what's up? I want your dad's prediction too. Yeah, no, I'll do a joint thing with my father, me and my father. I enjoy your videos. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Mark. I really appreciate that. What's up, Ron? It's me. Fins up, baby. What's up, Dougley? What's up? What is up, guys? So let's jump into this. Let's jump into the title of what I have here. Reshad Jones was in a walking boot yesterday at the should have been scrimmage. There's a ton of things I want to clarify from yesterday's video. First one is Reshad Jones was in a walking boot yesterday. Now, I have the tweet here from Omar Kelly, and this was yesterday at 11:43. Reshad Jones has a walking boot on his right foot. It's a walking boot. But then the article that was released today from the Sun Sentinel says Miami Dolphins safety Reshad Jones, who missed a handful of practices this past week, showed up at the conclusion of Saturday's scrimmage with his right foot in a cast and sporting a walking boot. Normally when you have a walking boot, you don't have a cast underneath it. So I don't think it's severe enough to freak out about it. Also, Omar Kelly, somebody asked him, just want to reiterate this. Omar, is Reshad Jones out long-term with the injury? He says he's doubted. If you have a walking boot, you normally don't have a cast on under a walking boot. Normally you've got your foot wrapped, and then you put it in a walking boot. So I don't think he probably got banged up. Now you guys see why he didn't do OTAs and voluntary minicamp, because this is what happens. Guys get injured. This stuff it sucks. What's up, Devil Dog? So, he'll probably miss. If you honestly thought Reshad Jones was going to play Thursday or even next Friday, the 16th, I wasn't expecting any starters to go Thursday. I'll talk about that. I'll do a preview video for training camp and for the first preseason game, what I'm looking for. But I didn't expect starters. So he's probably not going to play preseason, which I'm fine with. You guys got to understand something. Our best and deepest position right now is safety. So if Reshad is out, TJ McDonald will take his spot. Who wrote the article, Doug? I want to read it, please. Article was written by Omar Kelly. Type in Reshad Jones injury in Google, and it will pop up. Julian with the $5 donation. Thank you so much, my dude. What's your prediction for Thursday, and who do you think will be the starting quarterback? First of all, Julian, again, thank you so much for the $5 donation. I don't know. It doesn't worry me, but I honestly think that Ryan Fitzpatrick will start a series. and then Rosen will play most of the game. We need to see if the offense and defensive line can thrive and produce against non-Dolphin players. That's what we need to see. But again, I'm going to do a whole video about that. Omar Kelly is about his trends. Rosen is the starter Thursday. I don't think Rosen will start Thursday. I think Fitz will get a few runs, and then I think Rosen will play the rest of the game. Derek, $10 donation, dude. Donation for that creaky chair. My chair's not creaky. There's no creaks coming from my chair. Thank you very much for the $10 donation. I greatly appreciate that. But there's no creaks coming from my chair. Why are you making me move? No creaks coming from my chair. How dare you? Thank you for the $10 donation, though. I greatly appreciate that. Fitzpatrick starts the regular season, and Rosen starts preseason. Gaming ASMR, what is up, my dude? I missed you too, bud. You've been AWOL. Roadrunner in the house. Let's go Miami. Colin, what is up, dude? It's been the last couple podcasts. You must have oiled it. Maybe I did oil it. I don't know. I never noticed it was creaky. He just wanted to make you rock back and forth. He wanted to see my big fat ass move around. Fitz will throw an interception to his beard on Thursday. Fitz should play the first quarter, then Rosen. Well, Pete, normally second preseason game that'll happen, in the third preseason game, the starter will play the first half. But there's two other things I want to address. One other thing. I got a lot of comments in my video yesterday talking about the weather and talking about, because I said in my video yesterday that a lot of the beat writers were saying it was a beautiful day during practice. From when did practice start? I think it was like 11 a.m. to a certain point. So a lot of people were saying that it wasn't. It was a horrible day at like 2. About an hour after practice was over, it did pour really bad. So from what I reported, during practice, it was beautiful. And a lot of guys were like, why weren't the live stream going? And then, what's up, Chauncey? It did rain. Julian, $5 donation. Thank you so much, dude, for putting the hat or pillow I gave you in the background. Yes, I have your hat right here. I have your pillow right here, Julian. Here's your pillow. Thank you for the $5 donation. Again, here's Julian's pillow. Here's his hat he gave me. I'm building a shelf of some sort over here that I can put some stuff on. I'm thinking about building a shelf about this high, and I'm going to put a bunch of stuff on there, like the hats and all that other stuff. I got another hat in here. I got another hat in here. I'm going to put this one up here. I think this is the one. I think I bought myself this hat. I don't remember. Got a bunch of hats. Again, if you guys want to send me something like Julian did so I can display it, below. This is my P.O. box. You guys can send me stuff. If you want to send me stuff and then all that stuff. No name. I'll repeat. Reshad Jones had an injury on his foot. Omar Kelly yesterday tweeted out, and I read it, that he was in a walking boot. And then in the article reported today, he says Miami Dolphins safety Reshad Jones, who missed a handful of practices this past week, showed up at the conclusion of Saturday's scrimmage with his foot in a cast and a support in a walking boot. If you have a cast on, you normally don't wear a walking boot. But yeah, he's going to be fine, because then somebody tweeted at Omar Kelly, will he miss a lot of time? He said doubtful. It's me with the $5 donation. Thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate all these donations from all you guys. Join Fins Up Nation on Facebook. And Douglie, how do you feel about our tight end group? Check out Fins Nation on Facebook. Also, check out Fanatics on Facebook as well. The tight end room outside of O'Leary makes me extremely nervous. It makes me really, really nervous. What's up, Adam Cook? What's up, New York Blackout? I'm missing some guys I need to say hi to. Do the start video, and it'll be. Do the start video, and TD, it'll be important as Jones' injury and Fitz unhappy. Huh? Do the start video. I don't know, Chad, what you said. What's up, Rich? Red, you didn't miss much. What's up, Art? Just talk about Reshad Jones and addressing some things that I said in yesterday's video, like the crappy weather. A lot of people were saying it wasn't that bad. Again, I just reported from what I heard. There was pictures too of the field and stuff, and it wasn't bad. But after about an hour after, what's up, Andres? About an hour after practice, it did pour like a mud. So probably around the 1 o'clock time, you guys would have went to the scrimmage, been there, and then all of a sudden, about an hour into practice, would have poured. So that's probably why they canceled it. What's up, Corey Brown? What's up, Ian? How's everyone doing? Julian with the $5 donation. Julian, you're killing me with 2 $5 donations. I really do appreciate that. I went to practice day 4 and got my Tannehill jersey signed by Albert Wilson, Kenny Stills, and Christian Wilkins, and some other D linemen. Julian, did they say anything about the fact that it was a Ryan Tannehill jersey? What do you think about Preston Williams, Doug? I like Preston Williams. If you guys watched yesterday's video, which if you didn't, go back and watch yesterday's video. Preston Williams, why are you and TD both live? I'm trapped. If you guys watched yesterday's video, Preston Williams have over 100 yards receiving, but he wasn't covered by Reshad Jones, Xavier Howard. I would like to see Preston Williams go up against Xavier Howard for a full practice and see how he does. That's what I want to see. And then if he balls out against Xavier Howard, then I will give him my stamp of approval. I still think he'll make the team. No, but I thought they would. Right? Doug, I have 3 tickets to the scrimmage and they canceled. I'm still mad. Are they going to were they given to you? Did you have to pay for them, Edward? Julian, you should have gotten Rosen to sign it. Oh my God. That'd be hilarious. So you guys are telling me that TD is live right now too, which is funny. Yeah, he is live. What is he talking about? He's making dinner. Everyone, if you guys are watching both, tell TD Doug says hi and tell him to make me something to eat because I'm hungry. I'm watching TD. I'm watching both. TD says, what's up? Yeah, tell TD I said what's up. And what is he making? I'm hungry. Send me some. Anyone want my Brandon Marshall jersey? I couldn't, but he went inside. Doug, do you think Calhoun, the corner, has a chance to – well, Joseph Calhoun, corner has a chance to opposite – well, Calhoun is the guard. Shaq Calhoun is the guard. The corner is Needleman and Rowe that are potential starters opposite of Xavier Howard, Joseph. Greg, for how much? All right, yeah. No, they were free. They gave them to us. Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, at least you should be able to take those tickets and go to like a training camp or something. You should be able to get in with the tickets. What about Nick DeLuca? I think Nick DeLuca, I think I talked about him, not yesterday's video, but the video after. I think he's a camp body. I think, I think he was a camp body. I don't see anything. I think with Kiko getting injured and with McMillan being injured, what's up, Super Junk? I think he's just a camp body. I don't know. I was just wondering, Greg. Yeah, I went live before TD. Trade Reshad Jones and a 4th for Yannick. I can't even pronounce his name. I know you're talking about the Jags guy. I don't think anyone will take Reshad Jones' contract unless we take some of the money. It's a lot of money, Reshad Jones' contract. How do you think Pat Graham's going to create pressure on the opposition? Kingham, I have no idea. And that's what worries me about this team. Those are the things that worry me about this team is we have no pass rush. We have to create pressure without just getting normal pressure. And it worries me. I don't know. So, yeah. Have you played Face of the Franchise yet? And what do you think? Night Wolf, thank you for the $5 donation. I have played Face of the Franchise. I got episode 1 coming out probably tomorrow on the Bit Boys. So if you guys go check out the Bit Boys, youtube.com/BitBoys. That's my second gaming channel. I did start playing Face of the Franchise. I don't like, well, so far, the first episode is I played the national championship. I'm not going to ruin it for anyone. You have to play the whole game. You have to play offense and defense. And I didn't like that because if I'm the quarterback, I shouldn't have to play defense. But I liked it. So, like I said, tomorrow that video is going to come out. So be sure to go check out the Bit Boys if you want to see the episode 1 of Face of the Franchise for Madden 20. What's up, Tommy? What's up, Larson? What are your thoughts about the current status of edge rushers? It makes me nervous. It makes me extremely nervous. But again, I don't know what we're going to look like. We have to play people who don't know what we're doing. So we'll see after Thursday. We'll see Thursday. Are we still 90 million plus in cap? I think we are. I'm pretty sure we are in the caps. We're around 90 million. Let me see. 2020. 2020. Yeah, we're around 90 million still. Especially once, like, next year, Reshad Jones is going to be on the team. That clears up $15 million. Who else would probably be gone? Kiko Alonso might be gone next year. That clears up $8 million. So right there, $8 million. You got about $23 million in cap savings next year. That really will clear it up, which would put us over the 100 million mark again. Do we trade Reshad Jones now? I don't think so. And I don't think we'll get anything. What's up, Paul? Jackson, I'm doing good. How are you doing? We are going to be like magicians out there. Do you see any changes to the O-line tomorrow? I think they're going to stick with what they have at Tunsil, Dierter, Kilgore, Calhoun, and Davis. I think they're going to ride with that. It's produced some touchdowns on the goal line, so I think they will. We will have to disguise blitzes coming from either the safety or the corner to get pressure off the edges. Our edges are terrible. Jonathan, and that's going to suck because that's going to free up certain spaces if we constantly have to blitz. It just really is going to suck. TD thinks we're going to go 11-5. I don't knock him for it. I would absolutely love for us to go 11-5. I don't know what we're going to go. I haven't seen enough to give you guys an honest 100% prediction where I don't come off like either a homer or a hater. You know what I'm saying? Because if I say we're going 12-4 and we're going to win the playoffs and we're going to the Super Bowl, I sound like a fake homer, and I sound I don't know. It just doesn't sound right to me because we have no pass rush. Our offensive line is still iffy. The practice from yesterday just shows that they had 18 flags. Like, it's still a brand spanking new team. So for me to predict something without seeing them playing another opponent I just can't do it because. But then I'm also not going to say we're going to go 3-13 because I don't know. That also would make me sound like an idiot. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking 7-9. 7-9 doesn't sound out of the realm, Dean. Like right now, 7-9 doesn't sound too crazy. 7-9, 8-8. I don't see that as, out of the realm of possibilities. Because you got to understand something. People are going to underestimate us. People are going to think differently of us. People are going to take advantage of the fact that they're playing us, and we'll win some games. Brian Flores isn't an idiot. He knows how to coach a team. Look at the defense, and all that stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I'll give you guys, like I said, I'll give you guys my prediction after the 4th preseason game. Do you see Dieter starting? Yes, I do see Dieter starting. It's me. Do you think last year's team is better than this year's team? Julian, it's a good question. Offensive line standpoint, fully healthy, yes. But once, Kilgore went down and once all these guys went down, yeah. I think we're better now than we were last year. Pass rush, we sucked last year, but we lost Cameron Wake, so. I just blinking read this and got on, bro. Give me the update. Okay, Jesus. For everyone who just got on, Reshad Jones was in a walking boot yesterday after scrimmage. So they've released an article. Omar Kelly yesterday reported walking boot. Then he wrote an article saying Miami Dolphins strong safety Reshad Jones, who missed a handful of practices this past week, showed up at the conclusion of Saturday's scrimmage with his foot in a cast and sporting a walking boot. Technically, when you have a cast on, you don't wear a walking boot, because if you have a cast on, the injury is so severe that you don't want to walk on it. He wasn't on crutches, and I don't think he had a cast on. I think he had it wrapped in a walking boot. He might have just sprained his ankle or something, and they're just being super cautious about it. So, again, and then someone asked Omar Kelly, do you think he'll be out for a long period of time? He said no. I think he'll be ready for this season opener. I think he's just going to take it easy. He's a 9-year vet. He doesn't need to do preseason, nor does he have to do training camp. I creaks in your chair. Oh, you went back and watched that? Because he made me do this to show that there's no creaks in my chair. We went 7-9 with Gase and Burke's bum ass, and you're all saying that we don't have a better staff now. Who said we don't have a better staff now? We have a way, way better staff now. So no one's saying we don't have a better staff now. It's just, again, I don't know, King Hemp. That's why I'm not predicting. Because if I made my prediction now off of not knowing what the team is, not knowing what the scheme they're running, not knowing anything, then I'm going to get, either people pissed or people, I prefer to have, and also, this is another reason why I'm not making my prediction for the year. This is a big reason why I'm not making my prediction for the year. We don't know what's happening with the other teams. So that's what the preseason is going to kind of enlighten me with. I'll be able to see how the other teams are doing, see how their starters are doing, see if they have depth, see how their schemes are going. You know what I'm saying? So, Baltimore Ravens, I don't wish injury on anyone. I got to find wood, and I got to knock on some wood. Hold on, I'm going to knock on some wood. I don't wish injury on anyone, but God forbid the Baltimore Ravens come out and they lose some starters. Then all of a sudden that week 1 game, it's a little bit more intriguing. How about the fact that Melvin Gordon wants to get traded from this? I'm going to call them San Diego Chargers. How about the fact that Melvin Gordon wants to get traded from the Chargers? Or how about the fact that running back for the Cowboys? Hold on. Help me out here, guys. Running back for the Cowboys. My brain is just right now. Running back from the Cowboys. First one to say gets a shout out. Running back from the Cowboys. Thank you, Nightwolf. Ezekiel Elliott. He is a no-show. These things help the Dolphins to potentially win 2 games. Chargers, who have to come from the West Coast to the East Coast and face the Dolphins, now might not have their star running back. Cowboys, who we have to go face, it's not a far travel, might not have their star running back. The Baltimore Ravens might not have their backup, and they don't know how their quarterback's going to do because they're forcing him to stay in the pocket, be a passing quarterback. He's not a passing quarterback. And then you got the Patriots. Patriots always don't play well in the beginning of the season, and they also don't do well in Miami. Those first four games are winnable, very winnable for the Dolphins. This is what I'm talking about. So then you look at the rest of the schedule, which I have right here. You look at the rest of the schedule, the friggin' Redskins, we don't know what their quarterback situation is going to be like. Buffalo Bills, they can fall on their face. That's what the Buffalo Bills always do. The Steelers, I'm going to chalk that up as a loss. But again, we beat the Steelers at home with Ryan Tannehill in the snow. Jets are the Jets. Colts are good. Bills, again, think the Browns are overrated, and we will face them later off in the season where you'll start to see who they really are. Eagles are pretty decent. I'm trying to go to that game. Jets again. Giants suck. The Bengals suck, and the Patriots again. So right now, I don't know. I honestly can't come at you with a prediction right now because I don't know scheme-wise. But we don't know what can happen to these other teams. Carson Wentz can get injured before December 1st. All of a sudden, we're facing a backup quarterback, and they don't have Nick Foles anymore. The Redskins, their quarterback can suck. I didn't want Haskins. Haskins can fall on his face and suck. Like I said, Zeke and Gordon don't want to be on their teams right now. Ben Roethlisberger can get injured. Look at the Bengals. AJ Green. AJ Green is injured. Lots of things can happen, and this is why I didn't make my prediction video yet, nor am I giving you guys a definite record prediction because we don't know. I don't want to come off saying, you know, we're going 14-2, and all of a sudden we go 6-10, and you guys are like, you're an idiot. You said we were going 14-2. You don't know what you're talking about. See, this guy's an idiot. Blah blah blah. See what I'm saying? Yo, Doug, who do you think will be the receiver that makes the team? Logan out of who? Give me a list of names. We do on the Chargers. Yeah, Paul, and they're coming over from San Diego. Brady has a losing record in Miami. I think the only team Brady has a losing record against at home. Yeah, Corey, you're not wrong. That was sad with AJ Green, man. Jesus, I know, right? I like AJ Green. Next year I wanted the Dolphins to potentially try to get AJ Green. But I don't see that happen anymore because he constantly gets injured. Do you have Fitz starting week 1 and with what is happening in training camp? Brandon, right now, as of right now, I don't know. Before yesterday and before like the past couple of days of training camp, I don't know. I didn't know. Like I was like Fitz is killing it, but right now they're both kind of playing. Rosen's kind of closing that gap a little bit. So right now I don't really know. We definitely are better on both sides of the ball than what we had last year. King Hemp, who's our pass rushers? You're telling me our pass rushers are better than Cameron Wake last year? San Diego Spanish for whale's vagina. What's up, Josh Ferris? How are you doing, dude? How bad is Reshad Jones hurt? I'm hearing, Evan, not that bad. Again, he was in a walking boot. It's not that serious. I think maybe worst case scenario, he misses the Ravens game, but I don't think. Wake is washed up. Okay, so King Hemp, who is the pass rushers this year that you think is better than Cameron Wake? Mind you, he had 6 sacks last year. I think he led the team in sacks. King Hemp, who's the better pass rusher? Who's better on the offensive line? Everything else is kind of the same, if you ask me. Linebackers are the same. Safeties, corners are the same. Everything's the same. It's the offensive defensive line that has drastically changed. Big news from Dolphin Addicts. Can I share it here? I'm great. How are you? Do it up, Josh. What's up? What's going on with Dolphin Addicts? Thank God. As long as we can pressure the quarterback, we'll be good. Exactly, Wedson. Say yo if you buy Doug effing beer at the game. You catch him at. Wake was good in the run. The no names. What do you think about Ledbetter and Hendricks? Hendricks is doing really well, but then once Hendricks went up against Tunsil, he got shut down. I'm telling you, I said this in yesterday's video. If you want to see who the best receiver is, have them go against Xavier Howard. And if you want to see who the best edge rusher is and the best pass rusher is, have them go against Laramie Tunsil. Then you'll get to see who's who. A year PF added experience will make a difference. Doug, with all the flags in yesterday's scrimmage, what is all the running doing for us, our Takes No Talent campaign? Well, what the running does is it forces you to essentially, if you don't want to run, don't mess up, and it's instilling the Takes No Talent in your brain. A lot of people are saying that, like, you have all this running and you don't do anything. One, it's conditioning. The team's going to be running around like crazy. So that's first and foremost. You get some conditioning in there. My mother's calling me, but I'm doing a live stream right now. So yeah, there's that. And then it instills there's some type of punishment when it comes to not doing your job correctly. What's going on with this? Sorry about that, guys. My mom called me, and I don't want to answer the phone on the live stream. Doug just forwarded his mom's call for us, MVP. I did. Jesus, I really did. I just forwarded my mom's call. She texted me and said something. She said, sorry, she understands that this is important. She understands how important this channel is to me. So, what is going on? Your mom's calling you. Now your bro is texting you. Oh, Frank, are you watching this? Hilarious. Is Charles Harris good yet? Gaming ASMR. He's my friend. Also, Frank from the Bit Boys is watching the live stream. If you guys wanted to know, he's also texting me right now. Charles Harris has a hard time setting the edge, and Charles Harris has a hard time blocking shed block. Block shedding. There we go. So it's the guys that I thought would bounce back this year, and the guys that I thought would do better this year are not doing as well as camp goes on. I thought Gesicki would do better, and I thought Charles Harris would do better in the new scheme with the new coach, and they're both really kind of staying the same as they were last year. Again, I'm hoping going up against other talent and going up against other people will push them and maybe see maybe we're just that great, but I don't know. Pass rush can come from any position on the defense. Example, Patriots. Of course, Kingham. I'm not saying it can't, but you kind of want to just rely on your defensive line to pass rush so your other guys can do much better. Gesicki. I didn't say Gesicki. I said Gesicki. You guys are so meticulous on names and how people say it. You guys understand I am from New Jersey, right? So I say coffee and I say call and I don't say things the same way. Collaboration effort on the pass rush deception. Yeah, of course. So what do you think, bro? Sorry, dude. Josh, I went on a full tangent about something. Let me go see what Josh had to say. In 2 weeks, former All-Pro Hall of Famer center Dwight Stevenson is calling into the Dolphinatics radio show. Oh, that is awesome. Also, Solo D, the man who does music for the Miami Dolphins, is doing a song for the Dolphinatics radio show, and my name is going to be put in it. Dude, that is super awesome. So that is happening the 21st, Josh. Bump tradition. Thanks for going live on Sunday. No problem, Charles. Sucks that Wake won't get his 100th sack as a Dolphin. I know. What's up, Timothy? But he asked for a lot of money, and the Dolphins are going in a different direction. So, yeah, it does suck. Wilkins, Gottschall, and Taylor, best beast of the O-line. Yeah, Taylor's doing really, really well before he got hurt. Star-Lord, she's not my wife. She's my girlfriend, but she's doing very well. Thank you for asking. She's actually at work right now. 14, all having to double check. I don't know if that was towards me. I hear Gesicki handled Harris and pass pro. Crankbait, yeah, one of the days in training camp, Gesicki blocked Charles Harris, which is really? It just makes you really? You do a great job, Dougie Fresh. Thank you, King Hemp. I want to let you guys know something. See how me and King Hemp had this discussion where his opinion is last year's team wasn't as good as this year's team, and then we talked about pass rush and stuff. We had a discussion. I don't yell at you guys. Sometimes you guys probably yell at me through your text, but it's a discussion. I love that. So the fact that he said I had a good job, King Hemp, you did a good job. You made me think about things. I'm always down to talk about it, and I'm always down to, have these discussions. So yeah, just checking the calendar because Josh asked August 14th, Dwight Stevenson call in. Gotcha. Reshad Jones is injured. Charles, yeah, he was in a walking boot yesterday at the end of scrimmage, and then Omar Kelly wrote an article saying that he was in a walking boot. So there's that. But I don't think it'll be that bad of an injury. Like I said, worst case scenario, hands down, absolute worst case scenario, he misses the Ravens game. Other than that, I don't think he'll miss much. I don't think he'll be out that long. Say hi to your pops. Any plans to get him in more videos? Mike, yes. He will be in more videos. Right now, it's just he's been super busy with work, but I am going to get him in more videos real soon. Juan, what's up, my dude? I'm ready for the Bucks Fins joint. Yes, that is happening August 13th and 14th is the joint practice with the Dolphins and the Bucks. And then August 16th is the game at 7:30 p.m. We're going to live stream that. I'm also going to live stream the 22nd, which is the one that's on Fox, so it'll be on TV. Jags game. And then on the 29th, I'm going to live stream that one, which is the Saints game. That's the fourth one. Woodard, Van Ginkel, Harris, Baker, Jones, Fitzpatrick, McCain, McMillan, Wilkins, Orchard, etc. Just going to scroll back to see what he's talking about. Holy shit. What if I hear Harris or Gesicki's name again, I'm going to puke. I want to take Balaj and Preston and Wilkins. I want to talk Balaj, Preston, and Wilkins. Well, Derek, what do you want to talk about? Doug, who do you get your scrimmage notes from? Fun fact that you guys asked that. So, my scrimmage notes and my pass rushers. Okay, my scrimmage notes and all the stuff that you guys get from me, all this stuff. Because if you guys don't know, I take notes. So I read things from multiple people and I write it down. This was yesterday's video. It was 6 pages of notes of me sitting there. And I read and I take notes and I'm like, oh, okay, that happened and this happened. And then I get your guys' comments of the day in there. And I do all that stuff. I pick my top 3. I get them from everybody. So my feed, especially when practice is going on, tends to be filled with duplicates, maybe even quadruplicates of the same thing. But I follow everyone for this specific reason. I follow Adam Beasley, Chris Perkins, Barry Jackson, Omar Kelly, Safi Dean, Armando Salguero. I think those are the 6 I follow. Yeah, because they all sit at different parts and they all see different things. So one person says, so-and-so got a touchdown. I didn't see who really caught it. And then like Safi Dean will be like, oh, that was Preston Williams who caught it. What's up, Daniel? So then I'm like, I'll read and I'm like, all right, touchdown from da-da-da. Oh, okay, so it's from him to him. And I write it down. So I get it from all 6 guys. So my feed sometimes will have the same thing 6 times, especially with Brian Fuller's press conference. Sometimes one guy will be, tweeting out what he says and miss something. So then the next guy gets it. So I get everything in that. So yeah. What's up, Robert? It's all good if you're late. You here, aren't you? Doug follows Travis Wingfield. Very good Dolphins insider. All right. I will check him out. Check him out afterwards. Tweet him to me, and then I'll follow him. I follow Richmond Webb, and he follows me back. If you guys didn't know that. Also, Brian Hartline retweeted my underrated Dolphins of all time. Brian Hartline retweeted that. Just saying. Made me super happy. And then the Miami Dolphins retweeted one of the things I tweeted out. When that happens, I get super fanboy. I'm at 771 followers. So if you guys have a Twitter, be sure to go check me out on Twitter. It's at DouglieDoWrong. My goal is to break 1,000. I want to hit that 1K followers on Twitter. So if you guys have a Twitter, go over, check it out. Follow me. Tweet out tons of things. When I can't make videos and stuff, I'm out there tweeting stuff to you. What do you think about Brady extension? Fearless Crust asked. I'm only going to say this once. I'm not going to talk about the Patriots nor Brady or anything. But I will say this because Brady got his extension. I think he's making $25 million this year. Saved about $5 million in cap space or some shit like that. I don't care because I hate the man. I think they're paying him. I honestly don't think that he's going to play long. I honestly don't. I don't think he'll play to 50. A lot of people think oh, we just signed this contract extension. Mind you, it's only 1 extra year. I don't think he'll play that long. So, yeah, I don't care. I hate Tom Brady. I hate Tom Brady for many reasons. One, he's the greatest quarterback of his decade. Now, that's going to stick. I'm going to try to make that stick. 2, he's good, but people hype him up more. So like ESPN and NFL Network and stuff make him out to be, don't get me wrong, he's the greatest of his decade. But they're like, Tom Brady this and Tom Brady that and I think Peyton Manning's better than Tom Brady. I think if you take Peyton Manning and put him around the team that Tom Brady had, Peyton Manning would have more Super Bowls. I think Peyton Manning would have beat the teams that Tom Brady couldn't beat. Peyton Manning would have beat the Giants twice. I think Peyton Manning is the better quarterback. I think you put Tom Brady with the better coach and with a better team around him, Tom Brady was more successful. You take Peyton Manning, you put him in that same scenario. Peyton Manning made Reggie Wayne better. Peyton Manning did what he did. Peyton Manning was literally calling plays. He was a field general. Peyton Manning made Adam Gase look real good. So, yeah. And that's it. I'm done. I'm not going to talk about Tom Brady anymore. Dude, you just reminded me of Heartline, nasty deep threat. He was. Probably he's just as hard guy to like. He comes off like a weird person. He kissed his son on the mouth. So weird. Hey, Doug. Love the show. Thank you, Caesar. How do you, where do you think Melvin Gordon will end up? And do you see a scenario where the Dolphins trade for him? Long shot, I know. Caesar, I don't see any way the Dolphins trade for him. I don't see any way the Dolphins will trade for anyone. Like Trent Williams is out there, the tackle. What's up, Peter? I don't see the Dolphins trading for anyone because they want to keep their picks. But with Melvin Gordon, look for a playoff-hungry team that needs a running back. Kansas City? That'd be a nice pickup. But you don't want to trade him within your division. I don't know. That's a good question. Let's see. Who needs a running back? Looking at teams that we are playing to see if anyone needs a running back. Maybe the Colts. Do the Colts really have a running back? I can see them. They got the money. Maybe the Colts. What's up with Brady and Kraft kissing the Super Bowl? I'm not going to talk about it. Doug, read my last comment. All right, Red. How far back did you ask it? Doug, did you fix the Discord thing? No. Naboo is helping me with that, and I'm going to. And I'm going to set up a Discord for all of us to hang out. Eagles? No, don't they have Howard gaming ASMR? Marlon Mack. But is Marlon Mack? I'm not asking this as on like a, whatever, like a you're wrong. I'm just curious. Is Marlon Mack better than Melvin Gordon? How do I get in the fantasy league? So I am doing a fantasy league again. I got 2 fantasy leagues that I'm going to do, so I can get as many of you guys in there as possible. Essentially, you have to. I haven't decided yet because I'm going to need. If I do a live stream thing again, you'd have to be in the live stream during the time that I pick, and then I would need one of you guys to help me out and get everyone that's in the live stream and send it to me. That, or you would have to. I would make a stipulation where you like email me or something like that, and then I would pick from there. But I'd only pick you. Like it's not like first come first serve. It's going to be random pick. So yeah. Man, I really don't like trades, but if there is one, I'd rather have it done now so that players can learn the system and fit. And if it is, we need a D-line or O-line, maybe a cornerback opposite Xavier Howard. What do you think? Chris Cook, if we are going to trade for anyone, I want a pass rusher, first and foremost. But I wouldn't trade. Like I said, they're going to keep their picks. 49ers could use Gordon. That's a very good name. There's the Texans. Yeah. That is another Green Bay, Paul. But wasn't the last time a Colts running back went to Green Bay, he did horrible? What's his name? Richardson. Trent Richardson. Did horrible in Green Bay. Pass rush is our number 1 need, and second is corner. Yeah, 100%. Zach Thomas should be in the Hall of Fame. Did you guys see what I can't pronounce his name, the center that used to play on the Jets, he said about Zach Thomas? There's this whole thing. I retweeted it, so follow me on Twitter again. And I retweeted it. It was really cool. Kevin Mawai. Yeah. Mawai. I think that's how you say his name. He said some really good things about Zach Thomas and how Zach Thomas should be in the Hall of Fame. Like, it's stupid that he's not. And I know that Ty Law has Super Bowl rings, but come on. Do you want me to make a Discord server? Because I can make one tomorrow fast as hell. No, Naboo already made one. I just have to work on it and stuff. With all the wide receiver talent and a gunslinger type quarterback like Fitz, do you see the possibility of an air raid type offense? I think that, Ryan, this team is going to be a ground and pound offense. We got the fullback in, and a lot of what I'm hearing out of camp is they're going to run the ball down your throats. If you guys noticed that Ryan Fitzpatrick started to struggle after like the first 4 days of training camp, he is up there in age. So he's starting to get tired physically. So I think they want to limit how many times he could throw it. So yeah. No, not with additional fullback. Yeah, exactly. Blige is the third down receiving running back. I honestly think the whole thing between Drake and Blige it's gonna be a 50-50 split. That's what I honestly think with the Dolphins. I think that sometimes Drake will get the ball, sometimes Blige will get the ball, vice versa. And then sometimes maybe Walton would get it and Gaskins, So I don't the team's gonna be fun to watch. How about that? And I'm very excited to watch it. What's up with Gesicki, man? I hope he's not like Agnew, a bust. Juan, he might be. The thing with Gesicki is he needs to understand and not be afraid of the physicality of football. Like, I'm not talking about like getting hit, because obviously he can jump over people and he took some stupid hits. He has to like blocking and like he gained 15 pounds, but it's not showing in training camp. Like, again, we'll see come Thursday how he does against a team that's not his own, but I don't know. Gesicki worries me, and I think that we should have got Go Dirt. It was stupid to take 2 tight ends instead of taking one that can do it. I feel like Drake should have the chance to be our number 1 back. His PFF is real good, and he has one of the best runs after contact in the league. Give him a shot. It's me. Preaching to the choir, my dude. I do agree. I agree 100%. But I don't think he has the body to be a feature back where he constantly runs the ball. That's why I'm okay with the dual back set, because I don't think he can physically take the beating of being a single back. Gesicki is just soft. He doesn't want to play tough. That's what I'm hearing. Seems like even with the added weight, he isn't physical enough. Hope to see that change, because he seems like a good threat in the red zone. He is. He gets up there. He gets after the ball. He's a physical like beast. But it's just it's something about him. Kiko gets his spot taken by Aguavin. Aguavin's a middle linebacker, Charles. So Raekwon McMillan is getting his spot taken from Aguavin. The person who would take Kiko's spot is Ginkle. Ginkle or Baker. Baker's having a fantastic camp. Again, if you guys haven't, check out my videos. Baker is killing it all camp. Like, killing it. Doing really well. Getting in there, getting sacks and all that stuff. Kiko has more problems than not playing his game in Miami. He has the physical traits, just not that mentality. Yeah, of course. Jake and Blige will make an awesome backfield tandem, hopefully, like Zonka and Kick. Yeah, Ryan. It's a good comparison. Zonka's more of a brute, though, and I don't think Blige is as much of a brute, like he's going to shoulder you to the ground. That was more like Frank Gore or Ricky Williams style. Yeah, they moved Aguavin to right outside linebacker. When did they do that, Charles? Because he was at all training camp and all last week, even yesterday. He was at middle linebacker. Dolphins playbook and Madden are real good. Let's real like in like right. Juan, there's some plays I don't like with the Dolphins playbook in Madden. Like the 5 wide set where they have like a tight end and 2 running backs out there. Sometimes I want my wide receivers out there on a 5 wide set. Supreme Junk, what is your reaction of Kevin White, former New York Jet, in the Hall of Fame speech? Yeah, I was just talking about that before. Zach Thomas should already be in there. And if he doesn't go in next year, it's stupid, and it's just hating on the Dolphins. Just joined. What happened to Reshad? Sebastian, he had a walking boot yesterday, and then they wrote an article that he had a cast in a walking boot. Normally, if you have a walking boot on, you don't want to put a cast on it, because if you have a cast on, you don't want to put pressure on the cast. So I honestly think that the worst case scenario, he'll miss the Ravens game. Best case scenario, he'll play week 1. I don't think he'll play the rest of the preseason. There's no need to. There's no need for him to do it. Do you think Kiko's days are numbered with Baker stepping up? Devil Dog's a good question. Yeah, I think they're good. They're going to want to go younger. I think they'll even draft a linebacker next year. Doug, can you live stream the Finns rebuild, and when are you doing that? Daniel, I'd like to do that, but I know last time I talked about doing Madden on the channel, I had a lot of people upset about it, and a lot of people saying not to do it. So maybe I'll poll it again and see if you guys really don't want me to do Madden on the channel. And again, it won't be an everyday thing. Maybe once a week, if that. But yeah, if you want to see Madden stuff, go to the Bit Boys. That's where I'll be doing a lot of Madden. He had no crutches or noticeable limp. Exactly. I think he might have just sprained his ankle or something, rolled his ankle. I don't think it's a big deal. I like Gazicki. That's how I pronounce it. Gazicka. But if we had to, I would trade him for a decent O-line or D-line player. Kiko is a helmet-to-helmet ejection waiting to happen at all times. Mike, if you're going by the Joe Flacco hit, that was on Joe Flacco. He's an idiot. Oh, no, do it on the Bit Boys? Okay, yeah. No, Daniel, I'll do it on the Bit Boys. How long will the starters play on Thursday? A drive. Peerless. That's honestly how long I think they'll be on there. A drive. You know, we'll start the game with our starters. Not all of them. Balaj won't be out there. Maybe even Drake won't be out there. Like Devontae Parker's not going to be out there. I know Albert Wilson and Jakeem Grant won't be out there. Dwayne Allen won't be out there. Kiko won't be out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but, you know, if you're asking about Fitz will probably play about a series. And then go from there. I've only seen one Madden video on the Bit Boys. When are you adding more? Tomorrow, Corey. It's like I'm on the Bit Boys. I'm planning to do like an episode type thing. Thanks, Mark. I really do appreciate that. So like I think in Mondays would be Madden, Tuesdays Mario Maker, Wednesdays other games. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be like a once a week type thing. Maybe twice a week I'll do Madden. I'll do Madden on Sundays as well. Baker's making all the defensive calls now. Oh, is he really? That Flacco hit was so overblown. It was. I talked about it in the live stream last time, how Flacco decided last minute to slide when Kiko's already running at him. That's not on Kiko. Kiko's job is to hit you to knock that ball out of your hands, and that's what he did. How do you watch the preseason games? I'm thinking of going with NFL Game Pass this season. Cisco, I think the Miami Dolphins website is going to be live streaming it, or is going to be streaming it. I think I tweeted that out, that the Miami Dolphins website is going to be streaming it if you want to watch it, except for the one on Fox. That's going to be nationally televised. Week 3 against the Jaguars. That's going to be on TV. So, yeah. What do you think about Preston Williams? Josh did great yesterday. If you didn't see, go back and check that out. I want to see him go up against Xavier Howard, and then I'll really tell you how I feel about him. But he's doing really well against the twos. I want to see him go against Xavier Howard. Who do you use for play-by-play? I use Omar Kelly, Chris Perkins, Barry Jackson, Safid Dean, Armando Salguero, and Adam Beasley. I use 6 guys so I can get different perspectives from different sides. 6 guys for my play-by-plays. That's why I don't like. If you guys notice when I do my play-by-plays, I don't read it from the phone, because then it would be like I'd read one person and then I have like 3 people saying the same thing and I have to scroll, and then you see me sitting here scrolling. What I do is I read everything and then I write it down. So if you can see, I'll give you guys an insight on my notes. If you can see, so this one says Rosen, and then I put an arrow to Williams slant. So if you guys notice in a video, I'll say, and Josh Rosen with a nice pass to Preston Williams on a slant. That's what I wrote. Rosen, arrow, Williams, which is a pass from Rosen to Preston Williams on a slant. And then the next one says Sanders with 39 feet. So that's what I do. I take notes, I read, take notes, take notes, take notes. And then I come here and I give you guys the news, because I don't want to just, read it. So when I write it, I kind of already have it memorized. So when I'm doing videos and I see it, I'm like, okay, I know what I know what's going to happen here. So then I can just talk to you guys about it instead of reading it and then, because I'm also dyslexic, so I have a hard time reading. So if you guys ever notice when I read things, I kind of mess things up. Even when I talk, I kind of mess things up, because you guys noticed that yesterday's video, I said, instead of Reshad Jones, I said Juwan James wasn't at practice. And I got pretty ripped on that one. So It's well deserved. It's well deserved. Omar and Dave, Armando are the biggest. I rarely listen to them. Armando and Dave are the biggest. I rarely listen to them. Yeah, I do. Even if I disagree with the beat writer and what they say and all that stuff, I still want to follow everyone so I can get like an average idea of what everyone's talking about. I'm really looking forward to Van Ginkel this year. Me too. How much you want to bet Van Ginkel will be a Hall of Famer? I don't know. Love the live stream. Thanks, Charles. Greatly appreciate that. 58 likes, 129 in the chat. It's a lot of people here. Thank you guys for hanging out. I love doing live streams with you guys because I can actually talk to you guys. I can't wait to meet some of you guys. I really hope that I can meet some of you guys at the Dolphins Jets or Dolphins Giants game. And I'm still trying my hardest to get to a Dolphins Eagles game. I'm still trying my hardest to go to that game. But if I can't make it to that game, which again, I'm trying my hardest to go, really would like to meet you guys at maybe the Dolphins Jets or Dolphins Giants game. I'm going to both. So yeah, spam that like button real quick. You should listen to Locked On Dolphins podcast. Yeah, I want to start listening to podcasts, especially when I'm driving, because I don't listen to the radio because music nowadays sucks. What's up with Jones? Gene Paul had a walking boot on at the end of practice yesterday. Had a walking boot on again today. Probably sprained his ankle or had some type of roll of his ankle. So I don't see it as a big deal. Worst case scenario, he misses the Ravens game. Best case scenario, he makes the Ravens game. I don't think he'll play preseason. There's no point in him playing preseason. Hope that helps you out. I'm going to the Dolphins Giants game. I'll meet you there. Awesome, William. I will definitely be at the Dolphins Giants game. I'll be going to the one against the Jets in Miami in November. I would love to go to that one. Are you and TD Finstock ever going to do a live stream on some games? Live streaming Thursday's game at 7. So the game starts at 7:30, but I'm going to be live at 7. I don't know. It's hard to do a live stream together. I'm going to try and work out how I can do a live stream with me and him at the same time. But yeah, we will try. And when it comes to the actual games, being that I live in New Jersey, I don't get them on TV, so I go to the bar. But you will get a pre and a post game for me. I'm going to the Jets game. I'm going to the Fins Eagles game. Peter, that's the game I'm trying to go to. Hopefully I can go. You should do some podcasts. I was thinking of starting a podcast, calling it What's Up, Fins Up. So I'm thinking about it. Jacob Oki, what's up, my dude? Ed, Luis Sung, and Travis Wingfield. They also do a good job. Oh, all right. Yeah. Send them to me on Twitter, and I'll follow them. Do you think the Dolphins are going to make any moves this preseason? I do. They kind of already made some moves, but they weren't big moves. They were kind of just like filler moves. But you'll see. You'll see if they start to see things struggle, they'll probably add or cut people. You and Tina are my favorite Dolphin YouTubers. Thank you, Joshua. I really do appreciate that. Get NFL Red Zone. I had NFL Red Zone, Wedson, but I don't like it because I want to watch my Dolphins game from beginning to end. I don't want to Dolphins are in the red zone. Okay, cool. I get to watch my Dolphins game, and all of a sudden they score, and I'm like, all right, cool. And then I'm not watching my Dolphins game. How many Pro Bowlers do you think we have? Xavier Howard, Laramie Tunsil. Now, are you talking right now, or I can see, Mike? I can see becoming Pro Bowlers. Because right now, Laramie Tunsil, Xavier Howard are Pro Bowlers in my eyes. Let me know what you think. Let me know, do I see him eventually becoming Pro Bowlers or right now Pro Bowlers? Brandon, according to Howard, is going to be the #1 receiver. Brandon, according to Howard, you guys are having discussions. What happened to Rashad? I just got here. Fats Beats had a walking boot on his foot yesterday. I'm hearing it's nothing serious. Had no limp, no crutches, no nothing. Probably rolled his ankle, sprained his ankle or something like that. Like I said, worst case scenario, he doesn't play the Ravens game. Best case scenario, he does. I don't think he'll play any preseason game. I didn't think he'd actually ever play a preseason game. They probably were worrying about his shoulder. Fat Beats is walking. Yeah, walking boot. YouTube it. I'll be at the Dolphins Patriots game. So King Ham, You're going to the one in Foxborough or in Miami? Sorry, I'm late. What's up, everyone? What's up, Deshaun Wilson? Do you live anywhere? Do you live anywhere near Cape May? I work on a commercial scallop boat out near Bedford, Massachusetts. I pull into Cape May occasionally. We could have a beer at Lucky Bones. No, Steven, I'm up north by New York City. I'm right actually across from New York City. Doug, this is the first time I've seen the Dolphins with so many talented running backs. Yeah, it's very true. It's very true, Lee. If the offensive line can produce, this team can have 2,000-yard rushers. I can see it happening. You should listen to 7-9 The Ticket, especially Tobin, Larry, and the Beast. I have an app on my phone. I got radio.com on my phone. I'll tell you who I listen to. I listen to Crowder, 560. That's who I listen to. Listen to Crowder and all those guys. So what do you think about possibly trading Raekwon McMillan? So you guys, some of you guys were asking me about that, and I got it from Omar Kelly. He didn't say it was going to happen, but he said, I'll find it. Give me a second, and I'll find it. I retweeted it, too. Again, follow me on Twitter. I retweet everything I find, especially interesting things I find. So let me find it, and I'll read you what Omar Kelly had to say, and then we'll go from there. He says, okay, so somebody asked Omar Kelly, I haven't heard a peep out of McMillan. Is he playing poorly, or is he just going to be another guy in this defense? I'm getting excited about Baker. Seems to have fun personality to go with it. This is what Omar said about Raekwon McMillan. He was missing today, so either he's hurt or being protected for something. Then in parentheses, he put, maybe trade purposes, yes, that has crossed my mind. So the fact that he said that, it made me think too, like, oh, that is a possibility. That's why I reported it in yesterday's video, because whenever I hear something and I think about it and it crosses my mind, I will tell you guys about it. But I also, in yesterday's video, said, it's just rumors and it's just something that's out there, not that it's going to happen. What's up, G-Firm? What are the Dolphins? Who are the Dolphins playing? Jacob, they're playing the Falcons. 7:30 at home Thursday. I'll be at the Week 2 game in Miami versus Pats. Nice. Hopefully they win for you guys. I want to go 4-0 start the season. I'd love that. Because the people had us winning no more than 3 games. To go 4-0 just shuts them all down. And they're like, oh, but the reason why the Dolphins won those games is because these things happen, not because the Dolphins are any good. Because if you guys remember when we went 3-0 last year and everyone had the Dolphins barely winning a game, like they're going to win like 2, if that. All of a sudden, the Dolphins win 3 in a row. Well, they won 3 in a row because they played shitty teams, or they won 3 in a row because this, and they won. This is why I made this channel. This is why I started talking about Dolphin stuff on here, because I'm tired of that. You guys are here, and I'm going to shoot it straight from the hip. I'll buy you a beer at Finn's Love, bro. I've always been that way. Been what way? Week 2 is my birthday, so I hope my day goes good. I don't think the Dolphins have ever won on my birthday. They've played on my birthday a few times. My birthday is September 27th. I don't think they've ever won. We had Zach Thomas, Jason Taylor. It's always an off day for the other team, right? No one was giving anything for McMillan. What, a 5th rounder? If that. Exactly. People make dumb excuses when we win, like we didn't have enough time to game plan for Osweiler. It's just dumb, Daniel. That's just the stupidest thing ever, because Osweiler didn't do anything in that Bears game. The reason the Bears lost that game is because their head coach is an idiot and started to run the ball and get conservative when they were on the Dolphins 50. No, not 50. Obviously, that's middle. Dolphins like 45. They're like, oh, we're in field goal range, the edge of field goal range. We're going to run the ball. And then they missed the field goal. The reason the Dolphins won that game was defense. That's the reason the Dolphins beat the Bears. The interceptions and everything and all that stuff in the second half. Is there a Dolphins player you would draft in fantasy, Breck? I don't like to draft Dolphin players in fantasy because then I'm like rooting for them. I wouldn't say running back because it's a dual threat. Kenny Stills. That's one I'll give you. Kenny Stills. I think he's going to have a really great year this year. Minus 29th. That's just weird, Doug. I know, right, Nebu? Nebu, I'm gonna email you again, and I'm gonna get on the Discord server tonight or tomorrow and try to set it up. So Nebu, I'm gonna email you again. We're gonna have a discussion. 921 too. Remember when we destroyed Pats with Wildcat? Yeah. Got a lot of September guys in here. My birthday is September 15th. It's my girlfriend's birthday. Rockstone, that's when we play the Patriots. Does Devontae Parker have the potential to be a #1 NFL receiver? Like the best receiver in the NFL? I don't know. I don't know about that. Since it's your birthday, I'll buy you a shot. Yes, Ryan, that was amazing. Who is coming to Area 51? I will not, because whoever goes to Area 51 and tries to storm Area 51 is going to get shot. Do not do that. I do not advocate anyone going to Area 51. I think it's the stupidest thing. If you think storming a military base is smart, Darwinism is all I have to say to that. Anytime Kenny gets 7+ targets, he gets 100 yards, games, check the stats. Yeah, Kenny Stills is good. A lot of people undervalue Kenny Stills. He had 2 stupid plays in his Dolphin careers. 1, the drop against Seattle that would have won us that game, and 2, when he slid at the first down marker. Broke my heart. I'm sick of the NFL Live talking the Pats and other teams. Don't say anything about the Dolphins. Exactly. What's up, Danny? That's why I started this, Jacob. I was tired of it. I was tired of hearing why the Dolphins, how the other teams lost instead of why the Dolphins won. That Seattle dropped, though. Oh, Mike, it broke my heart. So mad. We should have won that game. Preston Williams is going to be exciting. Yeah, I need to see not like the top NFL receiver. Gotcha. Yeah, he can. He definitely can. I can see it happening. Devontae Parker's been killing it. His thing is he gets nagging injuries that completely take him out of the game. So Devontae Parker just needs to – him and Preston Williams need to – not Preston Williams. Him and Josh Rosen need to get out of their head. If the Dolphins lose week 1, I'm starting Area 51. I don't give up. You should go live on your birthday. When is my birthday? What day is my birthday on? My birthday's on a Friday. Maybe I'll go live on my birthday. My birthday's on a Friday. I don't drink either, so it's not like I'm going to be shit-faced on my birthday. I haven't drank in 3 years. 4 years. I haven't drank in about 4 years. Dolphins will show the NFL this year that we are for real. Yeah, we are. And even if we do lose games, because we're not going 16-0. Like, I want to be like, yeah, we're going 16-0, like, because I want to go 16-0, but realistically, we're not going 16-0. But even in the games that we do lose, we're going to fight our ass off. I feel Parker always does good in camp. He needs to translate to the game day and not stub a toe or something. Exactly, it's me. He gets those nagging injuries that just take him out of the game, take him out of his head. What did Danny? Off the top of your head, what's the prediction for the Dolphins without being biased at all? You guys. You guys are persistent. I'll give you that. And I love you for it. You guys are persistent. Top of my head, right now, from what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing from this team, 7-9. Unbiased. Take my Dolphin heart out. Put it over here real quick. Straight shoot from the top of my head, 7-9, 8-8. From what I'm seeing right now. Again, that's not my final prediction. That's not what I think will happen. That's what he wants. Nagrifa wanted. So that's what he got. Smoke some less that you don't drink. How many wins do you think? Yeah, there you go. But again, I don't know. I do not know. 7-9 with who at quarterback? G Firm asks. If we go 7-9, I'm just blowing Area 51. The negative injury is gone. Its name was Adam Gase. G Firm, I honestly think that Ryan Fitzpatrick alone will get 5 wins. I honestly think that Ryan Fitzpatrick as our starting quarterback will get 5 wins. If Ryan Fitzpatrick as our starting quarterback faces the New York Giants, we win that game. If Ryan Fitzpatrick as the starting quarterback faces the Bengals, we win that game. Even if Josh Rosen starts to play lights out, you know what I'm saying? I see wins. I see a lot of wins. Just from Fitz alone. Fitz took the Bucks to 4-0. Like, why can't he do that for the Dolphins? You know what I'm saying? Pick up, because then all of a sudden the Bucks started sucking. That's what I'm saying. We always say it's Parker's year, but I truly believe this is the year. We always do. As Dolphin fans, we're always like, this is Parker's year. Parker's got to stay healthy. Parker's got to get his head out of his ass. We'll see. Let's get 100 likes for Dougley from Mario's ears. Make Mario happy. Let's get 100 likes from Mario. Not from me, from Mario. Mario wants 100 likes. Hit that like button. Get 100 likes from Mario. Once we hit 100 likes, everyone, it's from Mario. Which game will be Fitz's revenge game? Do you think he will enjoy playing against the Bills? I do. I honestly do think he'll enjoy that. And he's used to playing against the Bills, and he's used to playing in Buffalo, so the cold won't bother him. Gase dumped all our good players. Cliff, I don't think he dumped all of our good players. I don't think Ajayi was that good. I think Ajayi, if you notice, the year that Ajayi had the 3 200-yard games, that was it. Outside of those games, he had 100-yard rushing and then never broke, I think, 80 yards. So Ajayi, he was on a downhill slope. And if Ajayi was still so good, why isn't he signed with anybody? And Dominican Sue was too much money. That had to have happened. Jarvis Landry is, yeah. What's up, Chief Bubba? Ajayi was a Pro Bowler, right? That's a fan. Was he an All-Pro though? Because the Pro Bowl is just a popularity contest, and Ajayi had 3 200-yard games, so all of a sudden everyone voted for him. So that's. I don't think Ajayi. Let's. For Cliff, this is for Cliff. Me and Cliff are going to have a discussion about Ajayi. Because a lot of people were upset when Ajayi got traded. And I wasn't. Because in 2016, he had 3 games over 200, Ajayi, and he had 1 game over 100 against the New York Jets. Other than that, other than the 4 games that season, he never broke 80 yards rushing. So for 12 games, he never broke 80 yards rushing. He had 14, 28, 33, 79, 77, 45, 61, 48, 51, 59. Never broke 80 yards rushing. He had 8 touchdowns. Then he goes to the Eagles, right? So he starts the career with the Dolphins. He had 200-yard rushing games. Goes to the Eagles, does nothing. Cliff, because like I said, I love how people cherry pick things that people say. Ajayi had those 4 great games. Was it because of the offensive line, or was it because of Ajayi? Was it because of both? The Dolphins got rid of Ajayi at the perfect time. Ajayi hasn't done anything since being with the Dolphins. He hasn't broken 100 yards with the Eagles. He didn't do anything with the Eagles. So 1 touchdown with the Eagles. And that was his first game against Denver. And the playoffs did nothing. He had bone on bone in his knee. That's why he was a 5th-round pick. Like, we traded him for a 4th. He got hurt. Obviously, Cliff, he got hurt. And he got hurt because of the reason the Dolphins traded him. His bad knee. So, Cliff, you're acting like the Dolphins got rid of Ajayi, a Pro Bowler, which is a fan-voted and a popularity contest. But other than his 3 200-yard games, which I'm not taking away from him. Pittsburgh, Buffalo, and Buffalo again. He didn't do anything. He wasn't a constant threat. I understand he got hurt. I understand all that stuff, but what you're not understanding is you're making it seem like Ajayi was an all-pro talent. Yes, Cliff, other than the 3 200-yard games, show me the consistency Ajayi had, Cliff. Other than the 3 200-yard games he had, which are record-breaking, which are great, explain to me where the consistency lies of him constantly having 100 yards rushing, constantly having multiple touchdown games, constantly being an all-pro. He was not an all-pro. He was a pro bowler, which is a popularity contest, was not an all-pro. What's up, David? How you doing? Ajayi was playing on borrowed time. Ajayi had about 4 or 5 years in this league. What's up, Films? 4 or 5 years in this league, and then he was going to be done because of his knee. There was a reason he was a 5th-round pick. Perfection of 100 yards every game doesn't happen. You're talking about talent, Cliff. You like to bring up a point and then move the goalpost. You said that Adam Gase got rid of talent. He dumped all of our talent. Ajayi had 3 great games, not taking it away from him, but there was no consistency with the dude. And then you say he got into the Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl is a popularity contest. Was he an all-pro? No. We got a 4th-round pick for a 5th-round pick who is playing on borrowed time. Ajayi was good in 3 games. Other than those 3 games, he was not good. He was a head case. He argued with people. There was a reason he didn't start the first 3 games his rookie year. There's a reason the Eagles didn't want him anymore. There was a reason when he was with the Eagles, there was all this chatter about him not being happy he couldn't get the ball. Gase dumped Ndamukong Suh, who was being overpaid. Gase dumped Jarvis Landry. That one is a top 5 talent. Gase dumped Mike Pouncey, who was not fully practicing and was coming off an injury and couldn't fully practice. And then he goes to San Diego or LA, wherever you want to say, and does great. 3 players. Who are the other 2 that Gase dumped? So, Doug, we're here is now. What? Who cares about Ajayi? Nobody. Apparently, Cliff thinks Ajayi was the next Barry Sanders, and that the Dolphins should have kept him, and then he would have got injured, and then he wouldn't have done anything. Did Adam Gase get rid of Lamar Miller? I don't think Adam Gase got rid of Lamar Miller, AJ. Only bad decision Gase made was Pouncey, but to be fair, most of the people were wanting him cut because he never stayed healthy. Jarvis Landry wanted to play outside. Big Merc. The whole Pouncey situation is weird because Pouncey wasn't fully practicing, but that was because Adam Gase wasn't letting him fully practice. Mike Pouncey kept saying he was good to fully practice. I'm good. Because then when he went to the Chargers, he practiced and he played a full season. That was more on Adam Gase. Do you even know Kenneth Farrow's doing? Nope. You haven't heard much from Kenneth Farrow. I think I dropped his name like once or twice. So he's kind of disappearing, Kenneth Farrow. But again, it's hard when you have this depth of linebackers in front of you. You know, Drake, Balaj, Gaskins, Walton. I do miss Jarvis Landry. I do miss Jarvis Landry too. He was dynamic, but we kind of have found a replacement for him in Albert Wilson. Just Albert Wilson has to stay healthy. So when you really look at the big picture, he did us a favor by starting our rebuild early. That's the only good thing he did. It really is. Danny, thank you so much for the $2 donation, dude. What's the news on Jones? I just got here a little late. Got you, Danny. So Reshad Jones had a boot on his foot yesterday at the end of the scrimmage. And then there was an article out there that he had the boot on, cast on the boot, but he has no crutches. He has no limp. He has nothing. I honestly think it's a rolled ankle. It's a sprained ankle or something. They're just being really overcautious with it. Honestly, like I've said, worst case scenario, he misses the Ravens game. I don't think he'll miss more than one game. Best case scenario, he plays the Ravens game. I honestly don't think that Reshad Jones was going to play any of preseason anyway. Doug, which veteran do you see not making the roster? That's a very good question, Ron. Which veteran do I not see making the roster? Which veteran do I not see making the roster? Maybe but this is what is your definition of a veteran before I answer this question? Because I could say some of the corners we signed that just aren't panning out. Which running backs do you think are making the team? Brandon, I think they all will. I think some will go to practice squad and the others will make the team. I miss Ajayi, but I also miss 54-29, a few other things. It was always good to see players do well in Teal always. Yeah, of course, 100%. Yeah, but a great running back. My brother, Nasim. What? Yeah, Gase was overprotecting that last season, but prior season he had that bad hip, which kept him out of a lot of games, but assumed Pouncey was done. Yeah, no, a lot of us assumed Pouncey was done. You think Charles, do you think Kiko's in trouble? Yeah, with Ginkle and Baker, yeah, you could see him being in trouble. I like Wilson better than Landry. Speed kills, and if he can stay healthy, amazing things. I can see it happening in the future. Yeah. Read your comment, Daniel. I totally agree with you, Doug. Is that the comment you want me to read, Daniel, that you agree with me? Or did you just post another one? Heartbeat. Daniel, repost your, how far back was it? Daniel. Read the last comment. Okay, I gotta go all the way back. If we go 7 and 9, I'm just, I already read that one. If we're going 7 and 9, that you're gonna. Is that the comment you wanted me to read? Doug, do you think Devontae Parker is playing better because of Flores and a better quarterback? Chief Bubba, I think the reason Devontae Parker is playing better is because if he doesn't, he's done in Miami. And I think that if he doesn't, he will lose. Like the whole league will see that he's too much in his head. So no. I think that the coaching staff is helping Devontae Parker play better, but I think that Devontae Parker right now feels the fire under his ass. So yeah. Go to game in Miami. I said I want to meet you. Daniel, what game are you going to? Are you telling me to go to a game in Miami? I want to meet you. I'm trying to go to the Eagles game, Daniel. I'm trying my hardest. Hey Doug, my birthday tomorrow, August 5th. All right, Edward Manning. If I remember, I will say happy birthday to you in tomorrow's video. Fired their biggest cancer when they got rid of Big O. He was negative even when we won. I noticed that. I didn't really talk about how or why he got fired, but I did notice that last year he was gone. He's playing better because he doesn't laugh every time the coach gives him crazy eyes. Who's making the wide receiver cut? Parker Stills, Grant Wilson, Hearns. I don't know how many receivers they're going to keep, but if they keep 5, I think those are going to be the 5. I think Preston Williams goes to practice squad. And if they are afraid that Preston Williams won't make it to practice squad, they'll probably keep him. But other than that, I don't think anyone else will make it. They'll go to practice squad. What happened to Rashad? Ty just had a walking boot on, no crutches, no limp, no nothing. I don't think it's a big deal. I think he'll play. Worst case, he'll miss Ravens game. Doug, Rashad Jones stomped his big toe. Stomped his big toe. Do you think we can afford to trade McMillan? We have similar play styles in depth. I don't know. That was all speculation. I threw that one out there to make you guys think because Omar Kelly threw that out there and it made me think. So I just wanted to see what you guys thought about it. Should we trade Jones and McMillan in a pack? You can't trade an injured guy. There's just no trade value for it. Plus, he has to try out for the team and pass physicals for the trade to happen. So for that to happen, Rashad has to be healthy. Pray for a quick recovery for Jones. Yeah, Preston Williams is making the team, no practice squad. I got to see him play up against first teamers. Him keep going against second teamers and doing well isn't going to help when I got to see him go up against Xavier Howard. I think Preston Williams would get picked up. I think he'll stick over Hearns. Even X stated that believes Preston has what it takes to be number one. They have to. They really, really have to have Preston Williams going one-on-one with Xavier Howard at some point in the next couple days. So this week, the Dolphins have training camp Monday, Tuesday. They have off Wednesday and the game Thursday. They have to have him go either tomorrow or Tuesday against Xavier Howard. Has to. What's up, Matt? I think if Rosen does good this preseason, it could be like Wilson outshining Matt Flynn with the Seahawks. Wilson rookie year, man. I hope Rosen lives up to his college calling of the chosen Rosen. I do too, guys. I really do. A lot of what I say is I want Rosen to succeed. I want next year for us to use that first pick in a different area, pass rusher. I would love for next year we get the top pass rusher in the league in the draft. But I don't know. He's been up and down. Not yet, Mario. We're at 99. Almost there. Someone might have hit it and then went back, Mario. But we're at 99. We didn't hit 100 likes yet. Williams caught a bomb over Howard, 55-yard from Rosen. When? 102. There you go, Mario. 102 likes for you, Mario. Because I don't think Rosen went against Xavier Howard. I will look it up. I have the notes. I still keep the notes, guys. Jerome Baker breakout. Jerome Baker is going to have a breakout year. I'm super pumped about it. Rosen, deep pass to Preston Williams, 40 yards. No, that wasn't. That 40-yard pass wasn't against Xavier Howard. Howard has won most of the matches, but Williams has caught a pass against him. You sure that was Williams? Because I know Isaiah Ford caught a beautiful touchdown pass through Xavier Howard's hands. So I don't know if that was Xavier Howard that was covering Preston Williams on that 40-yard touchdown bomb. Again, I got the note here. He's thinking of Kenny Stills. Yeah, I think it was Kenny Stills you might be thinking of. It was Kenny Stills because I got it right here. Hold on. Rosen to Stills, deep pass, 50 yards. Great play by Stills to get it. Great read by Xavier Howard. Offense at the 10-yard. Yeah, I think you're thinking of Kenny Stills, not Preston Williams. Because Preston Williams never went against Xavier Howard. What's up, Muzz? We need to use the first pick on an edge rusher. Yeah, we definitely need to Looks like Rosen is finding a groove, not saying that he will start. Any chance Rosen starts? It's not. Even Brian Flores said, you never know. You never know. How long will Reshad be out? Like I said, worst case, he misses the first regular season game. I don't see it going past that. Yeah, we definitely need to hope we hit on Rosen. Would let us get a pass rusher in the first round, pick up a right tackle or center in the next round. If the rookie guards don't pan out, our O-line is going to be a mess. Yeah, I agree, 100%. My son wanted to hear your answer. King Truth. Any chance Rosen starts? For your son, King Truth, Rosen can start if he can continue to get better. He needs to beat out Ryan Fitzpatrick. Ryan Fitzpatrick has the veteranship and he has the knowledge on top of the experience. So if Rosen can beat out Fitz, then yeah, he'll start. I got 2 thumbs downs. I can't see it here. I just see 113 thumbs ups, which thank you guys very much. Oh, it's Muzz's birthday today. What's up, Muzz? Happy birthday to you. I'm not singing, but happy birthday to you. Hey, Doug, do you think Xavier Howard has a hard time covering fast receivers? No, Chief Bubba. I do not. because the 2 interceptions he had on the Patriots that Monday night game, he was covering Cooks, who's a very fast receiver. T.Y. Hilton last year had an interception on him. He's a very fast receiver. I do not think Xavier Howard has a problem covering fast receivers. He puts himself in a great situation. He knows he has closing speed. So he'll give the receiver, a good 2-3 yards ahead of him. He'll play his coverage, got good hips. He'll give the receiver a few yards. Quarterback sees, this receiver is burning Xavier Howard. Got a good 3 yards on him. Throws the ball up. Xavier Howard catches up, snatches the ball out of the air. Do not think Xavier Howard has a problem with the fast receivers. Pats fan outing in the thumbs down. Or maybe sometimes I could get a thumbs down because someone didn't like that I said as of right, because someone literally just asked me right now, answer my question, what our record is. Probably didn't like what I said about what I think the record is right now. Again, I explained myself. So go back and watch the video. I explained myself what my thought process is on the Dolphins record. Or maybe someone didn't like that I said that Ajayi wasn't all that great. Many reasons I get thumbs down. As long as I get more thumbs up, and as long as you guys hit that subscribe button and you guys hit the notification bell and you guys are here to hang out with me, all 141 of you guys, I'm good. Love all you guys. Did you hear that Xavier Howard interview praising Preston Williams? Yes, I did, Ron. Yes, I did. And I would love, again, the 400th time, I would love Xavier Howard to go one-on-one with Preston Williams. Please. Cliff probably thumbs down. I don't think so. Me and Cliff have good conversations. I don't think he's mad. I think Dolphins will go 6-10. I think they'll do better than 6. That's why I was like 7 wins. Because if I look at the schedule right now, right, off the top of my head right now, games that, all right, I'll give you games that I think the Dolphins could win or lose, right? I'm not going to tell you games that they will definitely win. I'm just going to give you a bunch of games that the Dolphins could win or lose. And this will give you an idea of how, the reason I haven't given you my full prediction yet, because how fluid it can go back and forth. Ravens game, the Dolphins can easily win that game, but they can lose that game. Patriots game, Dolphins are at home. They can easily win that game, but they can also lose that game. It's the friggin' Patriots. Cowboys, we could win that game. We could definitely win that game, especially if Zeke isn't playing. We could definitely win that game, but it is a playoff team. So there is a chance we could lose that game. So right there, that's 3 wins that can go either way. Either way, it all depends on how their team is performing and how our team is performing. Again, I don't know right now. Chargers game, they have to come from the West Coast here. Also, Melvin Gordon wants to be traded. There's that aspect of it. We can definitely win that game. We've beaten the Chargers every time, the last 3 or 4 times they played in Miami. We can definitely win that game, but also something can happen. We can lose that game. Redskins game. What if Haskins doesn't perform? What if he ends up being a flop? What if their team suffers injuries again? We can definitely win that game, but we can also lose that game. Again, these are games that they can go either way. Bills game and the division, we can always win those games. We can always split the division. So I'm not going to talk about the Bills, Jets. It is what it is. Steelers game, that's going to be really hard. That could be leaning more towards a loss game, especially playing in Pittsburgh on a Monday night. You guys know how we don't do well in prime time. Colts game, that's another one in Indianapolis. We almost beat them last year. We can do it again. But again, back and forth. Again, Bills, Browns, overrated. Eagles, either or. Giants, so you got all of these games we can go either way. And that's why a lot of times, especially right now, I don't know what we have in the team, and I don't know what we have on the field because I haven't seen us play anyone else. So I can't give you guys my prediction if I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? We win games at home. We won all but one home game last year, but we really struggled on the road. If we could fix that, there is no reason we can't win 10 games. It's me. That's very true. But I remember one year we couldn't win at home, and we kept winning on the road. It all depends on the coach. Yeah, I think MG is overrated. Melvin Gordon, I'm assuming that's what you mean. I was right about the N/D on Jonathan Ledbetter. right about linebacker Trey Watson. Both are balling out. If we have even average defense, not Matt Burke garbage, that's a few more wins alone. Yeah, exactly. If we traded for a back, it'd have to be Zeke. We ain't trading for nothing. We're keeping our picks. If Jeff Ireland is in the chat, sup, Jeff? How's your mom? What? I hope the injury bug doesn't bite the. I'll let that go. Ledbetter was. I need more moderators. I need some of you guys to be moderators. I think the Dolphins should sign offensive tackle Donald Penn and right tackle spot is pretty sorry. I think Donald Penn is signing with the Redskins, is what I'm hearing, Ron. Is my #1 guy for Dolphin News. Keep it up. But thank you, Danny. I really do appreciate that. Muzz, you kill me, left my ass off. Donald Penn signed with the Redskins. He did, right? Do you think Alonso will be more of a pass rush? I don't know. The Dolphins need to get pressure somehow. I don't know. Make me mod. See, now this is the other thing that we also have to talk about. You have to be 18 or older to be a mod. So Ron, I'm assuming you're 18 or older, right? And same with you, Dwayne. Also, you guys have to do not time out anybody. For my moderators, whoever I decide to be a moderator, I just need not Nabu, you're not doing anything bad. I'm not saying anything, but I just have more moderators in here so they can scan things more for me. If you guys are going to be moderators, there's rules. I have DouglieDoWrong rules. You're not 81. Dwayne, Nabu knows the rule. Red knows the rule. All that, guys. What's up, Gray One? How you doing, bud? Moderators have rules. Rule #1 for moderators. That's where the Discord helps. Exactly, Nabu. Rule #1 for the moderator. Do not time out anybody. I do not care what they're saying or who they're talking about, whatever. Do not time out anybody. You can not approve comments to go through, or you can delete comments if there's a lot of cursing and if it's like bad or whatever. But do not time out anybody, and just, if there's cursing in it, read it. And if it says anything really inappropriate, racist, bigotry, anything like that, then get rid of it. But if it's just saying like F that S, then I don't care. That's the rules of the moderator. Now, Nabu knows that. And some of the other moderators know that. But you have to be 18 or older. So whoever wants to be moderator, you have to let me know. So it's me. If you say you're 32, I'll make you a moderator. But again, follow the rules or I'll take your moderation away. What is up, Great One? You said I'm super pissed the scrimmage. Yeah, I couldn't. Sucks. Now, you already toured the stadium, Great One, before, right? I'm 100. You guys got to tell me your honest age or I'm not making you a moderator. New England normally doesn't have great rushers, but they get pressure when Flores was there. Yeah. Again, I haven't seen anything, so I want to know. 35. Well, I see your picture, so. Charles, I see your picture. Dougley, what's up? What's up in the world of Finns? What's up, Donald and Irene Young? I haven't seen you guys on here in a while. I'm older than dirt. I was there tracking the draft. But again, follow the rules. Do not time out anybody. If I see any of the moderators time someone out, you're going to be unmoderated. All right. I think I got enough moderators for now. I don't want to have just a chat filled with moderators. What will the Giants' record be? I don't even know. I'm way too focused on the Dolphins right now to think about another team. I'm older than dirt. Yeah, but if for the guys that just got in here, if you guys are wondering, what the title is, essentially it's just Rashad Jones had a walking boot on, and people are freaking out about it, just like people are freaking out about the quarterback or the running back competition. He'll be fine. I honestly don't see him missing any game. So I'm not worried about it. Welcome to the mod squad. Yeah, I got a few more additions to the mod squad. Dolphins all day. Hell yeah, he's maybe holding it down. Doug, I could be a mod on the Bit Boys. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing Bit Boys live stream. Okay, bye. Who are the top remaining free agents? Muzz, top remaining free agents. I think I would like to see the Dolphins look at Schrader, the right tackle. Muzz, you're Douglas in school, and been bombarded with schoolwork. You and TD keeping me informed, not worried about Reshad long as he plays week one. Fins up. Exactly. You want Eric Berry, Muzz? No. We're deep at safety. We don't need Eric Berry. All right, let's see. Top available free agents. I wonder if they have it updated. August 3rd, top available. Eric Berry is still available. Nick Perry is still available. Michael Crabtree is still available. Jay Ajayi still available. Muhammad Wilkerson still available. Austin Jenkins is still available. Morris Claiborne is still available. Now, I don't see why the Dolphins don't, the Dolphins don't look at Morris Claiborne. He is a possibility. You miss Henne? No. What did Wenson say? You miss Chad Henne? You want more Claiborne? Why Eric Berry still available? Probably because of age. He's 30, and he probably wants to get paid. What did I just read? We may still be able to trade for Drew Brees. No, too old. Even though bringing Drew Brees here now would make no sense, especially trading him. I'm playing. I don't miss Henne. Yes, you do. Don't lie, Wedson. You miss Henne. Hey, everyone. Central New Jersey Dolphin fans here. Enjoy your channel. Keep it up. Ever consider linking up with Skaggs? Yeah, Al, I do. I want to link up with all the Dolphin YouTubers. So if you know any Dolphin YouTubers that you guys like, tell them that DDW or Dougley wants to link up. I'm totally down to link up with anybody. Morris Claiborne is about to get suspended. Is that really why? That no one wants him? TD is what brought me to your channel, and I enjoy both of y'all channel. Finn's gang. That's awesome. Yeah. Me and TD do a lot of things together. So yeah. TD's awesome. He's my Dolphin bro. Trade 2 1s and Rosen for Zeke. No. And Dak? No. Frank Grimes is available. Yeah. But that goes against all of what's up, Anthony? All of what the Dolphins are doing right now in the rebuild. When will your dad make his first appearance? Soon. Very soon. Maybe the 16th during the Bucks live stream. I might have my dad here. Chad Noir, but loved him. Let's go to the Jets game. Danny, if you're going to the Jets game here in New Jersey, I will be there. And I will definitely I'll do a meetup during the MetLife takeover. Why everyone getting injured? It's what happens. You don't play football and you don't have contact for so long, and all of a sudden you get thrown back into it. Injuries are going to happen. Amari Cooper is injured. I didn't hear anything about that. Is that DC shirt you're rocking? Yeah, it is. I got all my DC heroes and villains on it. I think this one, yeah, this has villains in it too, because you can see Hugo Strange right there with his bald head. Hugo Strange. It's got my DC, rocking my DC shirt. I got my Batman and my tattoo. I'm DC through and through. Marvel movies are great, but DC through and through. Cat and the Furious? What? Howard the Duck. No, Howard the Duck is Marvel. Amari Cooper hurt. Well, the Cowboys will have to rely on Ron McCobb. Chief Bubba, and that's the other thing. Injuries can happen, which also can benefit the Dolphins. X-Men, though, Doug. I like the X-Men. I like what Marvel's doing, but I'm DC. I just want DC to get their shit together. Dougley, TD seems to know all the Finn stats and facts off the top of his head. Fins up. So do I. No one asked, though. No one asks. Doug has my Punisher shirt. Did you go and pick that shirt up, or did I pick the shirt up that you have? DC got the better superheroes, but Marvel just makes better movies. Yeah. But it's funny. I'm going to go off on a little nerd rant, Axel. It's funny, though, because who started the movies. Who started the superhero movies, right? You got like, I'm not saying this is what started, but you had Christopher Reeve's Superman in the late 70s, early 80s. Then you got Michael Keaton Batman, right? Then all of a sudden, Marvel's like they're trying their hardest. They had like that horrible Captain America movie. Then they had the horrible Fantastic Four movie that never happened. So Marvel kept trying and trying and trying. Then Spider-Man happened with Tobey Maguire. Then all of a sudden that died down. Then all of a sudden the Dark Knight trilogy came out, and then Iron Man started. So if Christopher Nolan would have took that Dark Knight trilogy and tried to make a DC universe around it, DC would be completely destroying Marvel right now. But the Dark Knight trilogy stayed on its own. Then Marvel started their universe, and then DC was like, "Oh crap, we need to start a universe too. Let's do it ass backwards." And they're just messing it up. You forgot X-Men again? How did I forget? What are you talking about? Batman, X-Men? What are you talking about, X-Men? X-Men's Marvel. What are you talking about? Heard Elliott was getting the cold shoulder from Dallas. Jones doesn't want to pay. I'm hearing the same thing. I'm really hearing the same thing. Blade underrated? Extremely underrated. Extremely underrated. Who do you think? What do you think about Andre Franklin? I don't know much about Andre Franklin. You can email him too. Same name at Gmail. Danny, Nabu sent. Understand, bud. Danny, what do you? I want to know on a tangent, so let me go back and see what Danny had to say. Hit me up so we can link up at the game. Okay, yeah. Hit me. DouglieDoWrong at gmail.com. That's my email, Danny. Hit me up. Send me an email. We'll definitely link up. I'm going to try to be at the Dolphin takeovers for both the Giants and the Jets game. Can you read my comment from before, please? You got it, Anthony. Anthony. Are you excited for J.J. Abrams taking over DCEU? Yes, I am. And I'm excited that the director for Guardians of the Galaxy is doing Suicide Squad 2. I'm excited for that too. They did it wrong. They did it backwards, and I wish that DC kind of did it right, but they did it wrong. Dolphins are now getting Zeke. We have to put value on play. Or not? Yeah, no. We want our draft picks. T.O.'s still available. So is Chad Johnson. He's still open too. I think it was a good running back from the Miamis in the 80s, couple 1,000-yard seasons. Reshad Jones just wanted to see what it felt like to beat Devontae Parker for a week. That's freaking hilarious. I would love to have him down here. Hey, Dougie, read the previous post about Melvin Gordon and Shaq Calhoun. Chief Bubba, Revo is not a free agent, but is demanding a trade with 2 years left on his current deal. The Finns have the piece to get him if not satisfied. Huh. But it would just add more clutter because we have Drake and we have Balaj. I don't see Melvin Gordon getting here, and I don't see the Dolphins trading any of their draft picks away. Chipo, I think both Rosen and Fitz have great deep balls. I would go Rosen. Yeah, I think Rosen, when it comes to the deep passes, Fitz is just going to chuck it. Like, if you guys saw a practice yesterday, he threw into double coverage. He's just going to chuck it, whereas Rosen's going to be a little bit more precise. Doug, what would we have to give up for Jalen Ramsey in a trade? I think we should really it would really suck giving up Rashad Jones, TJ McDonald, a second-round pick. Do you agree with us? If you guys want Jalen Ramsey, it's going to cost 2 ones. And I don't see the Dolphins getting rid of first-round picks. It was pretty epic. Check it out. You'll love the history and seeing everything from the era. And those 3 are the best buds at Tony George. At Troy George. What did you, Troy George? Not yet. Was it good? You guys are having a discussion. I want in on it. Have you seen 30 for 30? Oh, yeah. Definitely check. 30 for 30. 30 for 30 is, I love that. I love when they did the U. I think it was a 2-part series, the Miami U one. They did the Dolphins 72 undefeated. They did the backfield one. Like, I love it. I absolutely love it. True, but I see a scenario, Balaj being traded to Arizona for Robert Kondichi. Well, he's not in Arizona anymore. Donald Irene. Robert Kondichi he's released, or Drake and a pick being traded to the Bolts for the Colts for Gordon. I feel like that's too many moving. It's not like no. Plus, Robert Kondichi is a free agent. Rosen just isn't very good. Right now, he's struggling. He's getting better. Cliff, I will agree with that. But, could be better. Gesicki can't block at all. No, he cannot, Cliff. I agree on that 100%. How long is the live stream? The live chat, remember your mom. What's your call? I know. I'm going to get off in like 10 minutes. Just want to talk to you guys a little bit more, and then I'll get off. Rosen has been good his whole life, but he stinks. Come on, show some patience. That's what I'm saying. People need to stop wanting things done right now. That's what the problem is with nowadays, and it's not even in football; it's in life. The instant success and the instant gratitude and the instant, you want it now. No one wants to build. No one wants to have something be constant. Oh, we'll go to the Super Bowl this year. I want this player on my team, and we'll go to the Super Bowl this year. But then the next 5 years we're going to suck because all of a sudden we can't afford those players. You got to build. You got to build. By the way, TD says Reshad Jones is out till Game 7. No, I don't see him being out to Game 7. He's walking around. He's not limping. He doesn't have crutches. I don't see him being out to Game 7. He'll probably, like I said, worst case scenario, he'll probably miss the Ravens game, maybe the Patriots game, but that's like worst case scenario. We got a month. I don't see that. That's not what TD said? Oh. Well, Cliff, what did he actually say? Physically unperformed list, he might go there and then start the season. I don't see Reshad Jones. I don't see him playing the preseason games, but I honestly didn't see he can be out. So he didn't say he's going. So TD didn't say he's going to be out. He said he can be out. So yeah, let's be very specific on things. I don't want to be having false information out and about other YouTubers. What was I going to say? I didn't see Reshad Jones playing much of the preseason anyway, so it doesn't really bother me. I think he'll just sit out. Dougie, why do most who down Rosen speak as if he's been in the league as long as Sam Bradford? The kid has been in the league for a year and a half. Let him grow into. Yeah, exactly. It's his second year, and it's his 5th offensive coordinator. You got to give the guy a chance. He does have some qualities in him that are great, and he also has some qualities. Well, not necessarily qualities. He has some flaws in his game that he needs to work on. So yeah. Rosen wasn't even that bad. He wasn't, but there's things he needs to work on. Doug, you please want to comment before Anthony. Keep missing your comments, Anthony. Doug, when you look at Michael Dieter, do you see an all-pro guard or you know what it is, Pro Bowler at guard? As of right now, he's still a little green. So I don't know. Ask me these questions about these players after Thursday, and I'll let you guys know. Who's deleting? All these comments are getting deleted. I can't even see them. Is the DC hero dog letter on your T-shirt? The guy is strange. What does he look like? Because I don't know. He might be. Because you even got like Darkseid's minion right here. Darkseid's on here too. Right here. Here's Darkseid. Andre, you're weird. Doug, folks shit on Rosen, but he basically had the same numbers as Darnold and Josh Allen, right? When is your next live stream? Probably, what day is today? Today is the 11th. I'm going to go live next Sunday. I'm thinking of doing live Sundays, but next Sunday I'll definitely go live. I'm not hating on Rosen, but the thing he does that bothers me is throwing late to the outside, and Harry keeps I lost you. Harry keeps picking him off. Yeah, his timing's off. His timing's definitely off, and I think it's all in his head. So yeah, I definitely think that's one of his flaws. Doug, as a Dolphin fan, would you prefer the Dolphins looked at Josh Rosen for 2 seasons instead of 1, and then if he doesn't do well, we draft quarterback Trevor Lawrence from Clemson? I don't know, to be honest with you. I just want the Dolphins to succeed. And to be honest with you, you should go live after the Falcons game and review it. Wednesday, I'm going live for the Falcons game, so I'll be live watching the Falcons game. So we'll all be hanging out. But when it comes to, I talked about this in one of the videos. When it comes to Josh Rosen starting all 16 games, you don't want to say, especially with Flores, you don't want to lose the locker room because you don't want to say, essentially, we're going to have a quarterback competition and best quarterback wins. And then all of a sudden, Fitzpatrick does better, but you're going to start Rosen just because you want to see what he does. Because then all of a sudden the players know you don't want to win because you don't have the better player out there. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Ron, that's what I was saying earlier. That's the players because Gase is gone. You said Rosen can hit Williams. Do you think they'll get a chance on the first team, Troy? I don't know. It's hard because Preston Williams has a lot of good receivers ahead of him, so it might be hard for him to make the field. Hell of a job. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Crank. But yeah, nice live Falcons looking forward. Yeah, I'm going to be live 7 o'clock Thursday for the Falcons game. I'll do I don't know if I'll be live for the entire Falcons game, but I'll be live for a good portion of it. Can you blame us for the mediocrity? It's a lot, and I honestly, the reason why I'm so optimistic about the team now is because it's different. Everything's different now because the team is doing things different. We're not trying to patch holes. We're trying to break it down and rebuild it the right way. I'm honestly happy Gase went to the Jets, screw the Jets up. I'm back. Glad you're live. Thanks, Rocket. I just can't stand the thought of another fruitless season. It just seems like we are talented, skill positions to not be competitive. No, we're going to be competitive this year. We will. We definitely will. Can you come on? Nabu, I will give you full control over that situation that you asked about before. Yeah, Nabu, do it. Nabu, do it. Doug, what I hate is when Josh Rosen's come out in the draft a few years ago, they were comparing him to Aaron Rodgers as if he was the second coming of Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, people got to stop. People got to stop doing that and comparing quarterbacks to other people. So, they have the same traits, but then you kind of put a lot of pressure on that quarterback, and it kind of really sucks. Any free agent quarterbacks you would bring in to help us? No, there's no really good free agent quarterbacks out there, and I like the quarterbacks we have. What do you think of Gase picking up another sit-in for the Jets and Khalil? If you guys follow me on Twitter, which again, follow me on Twitter, I laughed because they gave him. Did you see how much money they gave him? I think they gave him $8 million for him to be their center, and it's just they brought him out of retirement too. It's just another debacle. But I just want to end the live stream now. Just want to say just want to say thank you to everyone for hanging out. We had a lot of people in the chat. We were talking about Reshad Jones and how he had the boot on his foot yesterday and all that stuff. Tomorrow's video, camp starts tomorrow at 10:30, and then again Tuesday at 9:40. So you're going to get camp videos today and tomorrow. Then Wednesday, there's nothing. Then Thursday is the first preseason game, boys. So I'm going to be live Thursday at 7 p.m. We'll talk before the start of the game. But again, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for helping me break 6,000 subs. Thank you so much for having great conversations. A lot of you guys push me to think outside the box, and I just want to thank you guys so much. But other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow with another video. Training camp day, I think this one is 10. Hopefully we bounce back from yesterday's horrible training camp. But other than that, like usual, stay classy. Hands up.